The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for the New Media Zone. With your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And a chance to win free movie tickets with the poster campaign. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Hello and welcome to the New Media Zone. And Dave here, and Dave with you, along with Jim sitting in for the third week in a row.
Thank you.
We're getting a lot of Jim in since we haven't seen him in a year and a half, I think.
Getting that gym.
Did that come out wrong?
Getting my gym on.
We're getting a lot of Jim in.
Now I don't think
Speaking of deliverance.
I don't think we went into this too much last time when you were down here. That we've known you back to what, 81, when we were doing the original.
Somewhere in there, yeah, early 80s. Back in the heyday of narrow ties and members-only jackets, and
Yeah, I had one of those.
Yeah, you didn't do anything that wasn't aired. You were mainly down for the first show we did, which was the Ed and Dave
Ed and
comedy
Dave.
half hour.
I think we did sports quiz. That was
Yes.
another one.
Yes, you were on the original sports quiz episodes, and Dave doesn't remember that you two hosted the early episodes of that.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't recall that. I remember Comedy Unchained.
Right. That's that was done at Jim's house.
Yucca.
Yeah, and a sketch we can't mention anymore. I don't know how we did it. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't
Really?
know what it was.
It was a time before political correctness.
Right.
But funny.
Yeah.
And
So
lose weight.
tonight we have a clip from Screen Scenes show from 85 to 95 we did.
Okay.
And
I'm not looking forward to this.
this was 1 year in to that show. We have about 2 minutes from it, some highlights.
Oh, boy.
And we're just going to let it play, and then we will comment after.
Okay.
And that'll be a lot of fun.
I don't like the way he's laughing about it.
No, there's nothing. It's just some clips from
The show.
the show. That's it.
The show that only ran 10 years but is exactly the same as this show,
Right.
just with a different name.
Right.
What the hell was I doing in it? Anyway.
Are we ready for our first movie? Ed? Are you
I'm
getting
trying to
ready?
see what happened here.
Wow, there you go.
Okay.
Is
There
that
it
Should
it?
I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
That's it.
Our first feature this week is Sonic the Hedgehog, starring James Marsden as Tom Wachowski, if I'm saying that correctly, Ben Schwartz as Sonic, and Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik. Sonic the Hedgehog is a live-action adventure comedy based on the global blockbuster video game franchise from Sega that centers on the infamously brash, bright blue, that's a lot of alliteration, Hedgehog. The film follows the misadventures of Sonic as he navigates the complexities of life on Earth with his newfound human best friend, Tom Wachowski. Or is it Wachowski? I don't know.
We don't know.
Sonic and Tom join forces to try and stop the villainous Dr. Robotnik from capturing Sonic and using his immense powers for world domination. Rated PG for action, some violence. I thought, for a minute, it says rude humor. I thought it said something else. Rude humor and brief, mild language. Brief, mild language? What's brief, mild language?
Well, you just said.
Well, it's mild language. Soothing. Go.
I don't know what they do in the video game, but this looks horrible.
It does look horrible.
What does he do in the video game? He
I don't
runs
know.
around and jumps over things?
I could ask my offspring. As, back in the day, they had the Sonic games. But I don't know,
Is that also tied in with the? No, this is going to sound like a real old fart thing to say, but the Sonic restaurants, are they tied in at all with this, or is that all just the restaurants? Use that term loosely. The Sonic fast food franchises, are they affiliated at all with this character or no?
No.
Okay, stupid.
I think he's just Sonic because he's fast.
I personally don't think that's a stupid question because that has crossed my mind over the years as well.
Oh, but wait, let's go wait in line for an hour and a half to get a hamburger.
You did that, didn't you?
Yes.
You.
When it
takes-
opened up?
Ball.
Yeah, oh yeah. There was a line around, now you drive right through because nobody gives a damn. When it
Like
first
the
opened,
donut place, right? What was that?
Oh,
Krispy
Krispy
Kreme.
Kreme.
When that opened
that's
up.
a
and they had the-
shame. That's gone.
Yeah, I believe I knew someone that worked at back in the day it was Dunkin' Donuts. Is it still Dunkin' Donuts or is it just Dunkin' now?
It's just Dunkin'.
But I think
It's a lot
they
of
were.
work to say Dunkin' Donuts.
Is it?
It takes a lot.
Was it? Okay. But I know someone said that they were corporate was giving managers at Dunkin' Donuts incentives if they were able to get rid of the Krispy Kreme that popped up nearby within a certain time frame by doing whatever needed to be done. Like, I don't know.
Sabotage.
Something like that. But there you go. This Sonic movie looks so good that we were talking about Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme. That's how good it is. All right, let's move on to Fantasy Island.
Oh.
Ooh, starring Maggie Q, Lucy Hale, Portia Doubleday, and Michael Pena. A horror adaptation of the popular 70s TV show about a magical island resort. The enigmatic Mr. Rourke makes the secret dreams of his lucky guests come true at a luxurious but remote tropical resort. But when the fantasies turn into nightmares and Ed puts on his makeup, the guests have to solve the island's mystery in order to escape with their lives. Rated PG-13 for violence, terror, drug, contact, suggestive material, and brief, strong language.
Oh, is that Mr. Rourke?
Yes. There's no tattoo in this.
You can't do that these days. You can't have tattoos.
And Lucy Hale, is she not the person that was on the one of the networks that was doing New Year's Eve coverage this year?
I think so, yeah, instead of the blonde there.
And they would cut to her, and all she could say was, I'm speechless. It's just amazing. I'm speechless. And they'd go back to her a half hour later. It's just, I'm speechless.
Jenny McCarthy, yeah,
Improv
she was.
master.
Oh, Jenny McCarthy?
Yeah,
she got
was,
dropped?
She didn't want to do it anymore.
Oh, okay.
She did it a lot of years, but then,
She was, doing Donnie Wahlberg.
Yeah. A Blue Blood. Is it Blue Blood? Blue Blood.
This looks like an interesting idea. Wasn't there some evil behind the Fantasy Island anyway, where in the later seasons,
Really?
Mr. Rourke was up against the devil, and I think it was Roddy McDowell.
Wow.
Roddy
Mr.
McDowell.
Rourke soils his white silk trousers.
I guess if you don't know the original series, which many people won't, this is an interesting concept to turn it into a, horror film. But the other one was Love Boat on an Island, basically. Wasn't that the?
Apologies if I just spit all over everybody.
Wasn't that the double feature though? Love Boat followed by Fantasy Island.
Yes.
Yes.
I spent many Saturday nights home alone.
The Love Boat. I recently saw an episode of The Love Boat where I believe Jimmy J.J. Walker
Oh, he was on there all the time.
played a ghost. His widow, was going on the cruise, and he came along, and she could see him, and he would talk to her and try and hook her up with prospective men on the Love Boat. I believe that's. I didn't stick with it long enough to get to the full, but that's.
Yes, the character had been a bomb disposal police officer, and he walked in and he saw a bag containing dynamite, and it blew up, and he was sadly killed.
I'm going to say that might have been the time when the Love Boat jumped the shark. There was ghosts on the board.
The Love Boat. Yep.
Oh, my Lord.
Remember what Mr. Rourke used to say to everybody? He would say, "Welcome to Fantasy Island." But then he had 3 words that he would admonish his staff to do as the guests were arriving. Do you remember what those 3 words were?
I know welcome he would say a lot, but...
Smiles, everyone. Smiles. And if you have a chance, you need to Google a clip from SCTV, Eugene Levy as Ricardo Montalban in the Ricardo Montalban School of Fine Acting.
Oh,
yes.
It's amazing.
Yes.
Eugene Levy's a genius, and it's something to really check out.
Ooh, these are videos and DVDs,
Yes,
whatever.
new releases.
The Beast and the Magic Sword, starring Roddy McDowell.
Now I looked up. I like this cover here. This
Yeah,
is kind
I
of
know.
schlocky painting.
It almost looks like Curse of the Werewolf with Oliver Reed.
Yeah, but unfortunately the trailer didn't
Did not deliver.
live up
You
to
could
this.
you could sort of perform an examination on it.
Yeah, look at the panties. They're akimbo there. No legs there.
Her arm is just perfectly.
Just,
Yes,
Yes.
yes, thank
Wow.
goodness.
There's something to be said for cartoon nudity.
Yeah, that's a lovely.
Well done. Well
painting.
done.
I
Very well
think,
done.
right?
I wish I could paint
Can you
like
imagine
that.
the guy tapping on his palette, trying to
I
get
know.
just the right color?
All right.
Dab, dab, dab.
Put the arm here and just a touch of areola coming out underneath that little wristband. There you go.
Yeah, I bet they added that bracelet on afterwards. Nope, it's not big enough.
No mercy, and when a stranger calls.
Kim Basinger before she went mad.
Basinger?
Bassinger?
Basinger?
These are the Blu-ray cases that look like old VHS covers.
They do.
Really?
Yes. For that nostalgic feel of VHS. As you're watching
Who's nostalgic for that?
with the stickers all over 'em.
Wow.
Please be kind. Rewind.
Remember the carefree days of going to the Blockbuster and picking out a movie.
And seeing those fine
Who's
staff
in When a
pics.
Stranger Calls? Is that like a remake of the...
That's the original with the one from Taxi. I forget her name there.
Christopher Lloyd?
Laka's girlfriend.
Mary Lou Hanner? Oh, Carol Kane.
Carol Kane,
Carol
yes.
Kane. Also from Princess Bride.
I've never seen
I
Princess
have
Bride.
never seen that movie either.
I have seen it, and I was not overly impressed with it. Interesting. I happen to like Robin Wright, so very attractive woman. Even to this day, she gets better.
She's a handsome gal.
But I've never seen House of Cards. Anyway, Swamp Thing. This is this.
This is not the one Bill was in, our old host,
This
from
is,
the 90s, I think.
oh, okay.
This was a new one on the DC. They have their own platform.
Oh, do they?
And this is the complete series. Did not last long.
Didn't they have a show with Dick Durock?
Yes, that's the...
Was Adrienne Barbeau in that? A movie of it? as
the
well?
movie, yes.
With Louis Jourdan?
Right. Two movies. One with Heather Locklear in the second movie.
Which reminds me,
Is she on?
Louis Jourdan, who played Dracula
Yes.
in a series. Did you know, I think it's Netflix has a new Dracula
Yeah.
three-part series?
Only 3 episodes, yes.
Did you see it?
I didn't see it yet.
I watched the first episode.
Uh-huh.
Awful.
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 I've seen awful and I've seen good.
This one's pretty awful. I think I watched it over a week ago. I haven't gone back to it. I don't know if I'm going to watch it again. I didn't care for it. Usually, as they're developing the story, that's what hooks you in. I didn't think the guy who played Dracula was all that good. That's just me. Just me.
Check it out for yourself.
Check it out for yourself. But I
Only
didn't like
3
it.
episodes.
At the end, he's walking around back and forth in front of a bunch of nuns naked.
I don't remember Bela Lugosi doing that.
No. I never drink. Why?
I keep my trousers on.
Yeah, it was freaky, but they weren't turning away.
Oh.
Bookers of the Antichrist. Oh my God, this is great.
Now, unfortunately,
Is this on Netflix?
the
Wow.
trailer, which I do have, does not live up to the wonderful title, The Boogers of the
Oh, for God's sake. Beelzebub Productions. Nice.
But there was someone with their breasts out.
Yeah, there's some nudity there.
So there's hope for us when we write a film.
Oh. Oh my
They
God.
usually have a lot of tattoos when they're in these low-budget productions, but they're nude.
And that's all.
I don't care how much acne you have. You're in the movie. What about where are the two things in sacks?
I don't know. I noticed that too. I didn't want to say anything.
Okay.
Boogers of the Antichrist. Oh, geez.
Oh my God.
Really? What is
Nobody's
this?
in frame. She's way off to
Must
the
you?
side.
Is this the actual film, or is this like them
Oh, for God's
discussing
sake,
the
what is
film?
that?
This is a trailer. This is the trailer they put up on YouTube.
Oh. Is that Abe Lincoln picking his nose? What the hell is that?
Is the movie available on YouTube?
It's a wizard.
I don't know. I don't think so yet.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, come on!
Oh.
Boogers of the
Well, I
Antichrist.
almost was going to watch it until that last scene. That last little clip there, that's the
The
end.
last one did it.
Well, I guess if you can divert yourself from.
Oh,
Wow.
that's brutal. That won't be showing up on Pluto TV, I'll tell you that. Oh, it's just awful. All right, what do we got next, Ed? You showing that clip?
This is the clip
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
from 1986.
I'm so glad the camera is blocking my view.
You can't see the clip?
I might not be able to see most of
Put your
it.
head on my shoulder.
No.
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to play the
Put
clip,
your head
and then
on
we're going to
my
discuss it when we come back.
shoulder.
And with any luck, we'll have sound here.
Oh, I remember that.
May 21, 1986.
Oh, here we are. I don't know what to say. Except here we have Jim Allendorf, who we spoke about a few weeks ago during that fine Santa Claus review we did. He was with us. Remember that?
What a fine movie that was.
We're on the Knickerbocker News on the front page. So you qualify as being a local celebrity.
Oh, thank you.
Right here.
Thank you, people.
So you
With
fit
us.
right in with us here at the screen scenes.
Fits right in between us.
Had to beat those damn groupies off at the door. Ed, what was your classic review of Santa Claus the movie? I seem to recall you said something during the movie that...
When I forget it now. It's been
How
so
much more?
How much more hell do we have to go through?
Isn't that
And
one
you
of the
broke
better
up
films?
laughing very loud throughout in the whole.
man.
Okay, this is our game segment here. You like to play along with us, and we have
Our special guest here, who's just so eager to appear, has been calling us up constantly wanting to be on the show. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Laura Excitement. Look at that,
okay,
there she is. Now, we have...
and we're involving our public here.
Yeah, we
we'll
just
have
picked-
anybody that wants to be on our show. We
Yes,
don't care.
She wrote us so many times. Now, this
I
is our...
forced them at gunpoint. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And you're
Don't look at me like that.
This is our mystery movie board we have over here, which is just...
very scam here. We show our numbers.
And now she's very gingerly...
You can walk in front of the board, Laura.
Well, I'm not gonna.
Oh, as we make demands here. And there we have it.
Oh, I know what that is.
These selected pieces have now...
The right face, you know what I mean?
But so don't bother. We didn't like it. We like Kelly McGillis, though.
And what the hell is that?
Somebody has intruded in our studio.
I think there's somebody in here. Is there? What's going on? Who is this?
He's got a gun.
Screen Scenes has been a Cable 2000 production.
Remember that. I remember the cliffhanger. I remember he's got a gun. I remember seeing it before it happened. I remember that. Oh, a gun is going to come into the scene.
Right.
I remember you drinking something and you were going to spit out the blood.
Notice my jacket was off during
Yes.
that segment, and then I thought I usually did pretty good, but I was laughing for some reason.
It's too bad that was a Kevlar jacket, too. It could have kept you from getting... Now, who survived that?
We all
shooting?
did.
Yeah, this wasn't the one. Dave was actually killed off during the Jason hockey
That's right.
killing. You were off for about 2 weeks. You actually did want to leave for a while, and then you came back 2 weeks later. We even had the dates under you, 62 to 87 or whatever it was.
Well, how long was I off the show with Mike?
A couple weeks.
No, Mike took over, like years.
Oh, yeah, you were off for a while there.
But I'm still only temporary.
I think I rehabilitated from my gunshot wounds for about 33 years.
Oh, jeez.
Feeling much better now. Thank you.
I wish I had that.
I am the same guy. It's just my forehead got much bigger.
That was a James Bond poster. I wish I had now because that was one of the original ones. It was
now that's on videotape, and I think that has to do with why the voices sound a little higher.
No, your voices aren't as bad as mine. I don't know what I think my sinuses were clogged or something. Would that create a voice that sounded like a 12-year-old going through puberty? We
always enjoyed that Rupert Pupkin mustache.
Yes, that was the mustache phase there. 86. Wow. There you go.
Very sad.
And we look exactly the same.
Yeah, we've held up better. Well, that's a long time ago there, but some of the people we see on Facebook are classmates. And I can't believe it's going to be 40 years this year.
Yes.
That we have graduated. And I don't know if that was more shocking or during the Applebee's commercial, they were playing Britney Spears' Hit Me Baby One More Time. And I looked at, that's 20 years old. I was more shocked at that than it's been 40 years since graduation.
Well, she's closing in on 40.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's about right, yeah.
Seems like the last 20 years went by faster than the previous 20. I don't know.
Oh, they go by fast now, Ed.
So that was our Screen Scene show from 86.
Wow.
So any of you guys had your prostate checked recently?
I get it every year.
Oh, yes.
Good.
Yeah,
just checking. I want to make sure this is a prevention.
Yeah. I have an enlarged prostate. Would you like to hear my stories?
We've heard them all, haven't we? Or
after this.
I've had an enlarged prostate for years, and I have medication to allow me to properly relieve myself.
And you haven't done it in the past.
I didn't mean to bring that up, so I'm very sorry.
Usually at the end of every show, Dave reminds the viewers to do something. You haven't done it in the past few weeks.
I will do it at the end of the show.
Okay.
Check your own prostate?
Well, no, it has to do with, okay.
Oh, wait.
Well, it's for producer Jim
Oh.
and what he had to go through. I always implore people to make sure you get that colonoscopy. But I always say, get your hiney checked. Because I always said, you can't think of a more humiliating and humbling, lung cancer or, thyroid cancer. I get it, it's all cancer, it's all terrible, it's a horrible thing. But I don't want it there. That's all I'm saying, because it's just more of a humbling, humiliating experience. And I can't imagine, we witnessed some of what he went through, but not all of it. You can't imagine. And that's why I say, just get a colonoscopy. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, we're all up to date.
Drink the juice. Go
sleep through it.
Yeah, nice. And then just go get it done. Please, I implore, even people I don't like, to do it. That's all I'm saying. For you in there in 3D. This is the tube coming at you. There you go.
All right.
Just turn around.
It's game time.
Lay on your side. That's right. I just had it done last year. So.
I had it done last Monday.
No!
I did. So a week ago today, I was doing the prep.
Oh no, that's
the fun
terrible.
prep. There you go. Yep.
And what did you eat or drink a lot of during your?
Nothing.
You mean Miralax?
That
Miralax. Did you get Dulcolax too, or no?
It's clear liquids, so Gatorade and Jello and chicken broth. I felt like Robert Reed in his last days, having a bowl of chicken broth.
Oh jeez.
Yep. Was it in the morning or the afternoon? Your exam.
My exam was in the afternoon, so I had to do it in the evening and again
the next
in
day.
the morning.
I prefer that.
Oh,
I prefer that. I've done it where it was in the morning, and you had to drink all that stuff the previous day, and it was brutal. I prefer to split it up. That was better for me, and that's what I did last year. So anyway, it's the poster pairs game, yes.
What's coming up next week on Grandpa TV?
Yeah. I don't know if we have time for my story about my...
We'll do this quick. Poster Bears game where you send in 2 numbers from 1 to 6 via email. We reveal what's behind the numbers. If they match, you win 2 free movie passes. And if you spin the wheel, you win up to 6. Okay, let's go.
Ready.
Remember, I drank all my stuff, and I didn't seem to have a lot of problems. People said they have to run in the bathroom a lot. So I'm sitting on the couch and I dozed off in the evening.
Oh, no.
So this is what's going to remind me.
Did anything like this? Was it like
It was, there was some moisture and
somewhere
few
where it
things
shouldn't be?
soil there. So
You might want to wear Depends next time you do that.
Some Depends in case you doze off during your Ducalax or whatever the hell it is.
And remember, it's not always gas.
Right.
All right. Pamela Barra Harder again. 2 and 3. 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
Pamela Barra Harder. And spin the wheel.
Number 2.
And she said spin the wheel.
Pamela.
Number 3.
Okay, come on.
Come on, Pamela.
Oh, look out, everybody.
Hold on.
Here's my popper. Wait a minute.
I gave you one.
Where is it?
What'd you do with it?
Papa Jesus, go
Oh,
this way. Ready,
Ready?
and fire.
Oh! Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
all right, give me him.
Dave's going to get very high on that.
Oh, God, yeah. Coupled with
56 years old.
I was just going to say.
I wish I was. I would be younger. Coupled with my Doritos and Pepsi, I'm going to live a long life.
No, in 1986, we'd be talking about colonoscopy, but still popping things off here. Right.
All right, now, she said spin the wheel. So now she has a chance to win up to 6 tickets or lose them. This is Life on the Edge. Who's spinning?
Oh, who's this now?
Pamela Barra
Pamela
Harder.
Barra Harder. Okay. I'm going to spin.
Oh, it's true.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
That's a good one. Oh, what happened
She
here?
lost one, I think.
What?
What? Who's got a good view, Jim?
It's in the green. It's a
It's
green one.
It's one. Oh.
What does that mean?
That means she lost the ticket. She won 2 by matching,
Okay.
but she said spin the wheel for a chance to win 6, but it spun to 1, so she ultimately only wins 1 ticket.
She gets 1 ticket?
Yep. But she won.
Loser. Oh, gotta go by yourself to the movies.
Anyway, sorry, Pamela, but you did win a ticket, and that's important. You did win 1 ticket. So if you want to enter the contest, I'll say it a little slower. It's mediazone95@gmail.com, mediazone95@gmail.com. Send an email with 2 numbers from 1 to 6, and we select your entry, and it matches like it just did for Pamela. You win 2 free movie passes. If you right spin the wheel, like Pamela did, you could win up to 6. Unlike what Pamela did, she only won 1. But something.
Well, there are zeros on there.
There are
A couple of
zeros.
so she's got 1.
Yep. Oh,
Oh,
that's an exciting show.
that's a good show. We saw a clip from '86. We talked about our rectums for a while. We did some movies. Did we have a good one?
We did. We had a good...
Fantasy Island. We got a naughty cover, and we had Boogers of the Antichrist. How much could we stuff into one show? That's a lot of good stuff there. All right.
Get off my lawn.
All right. We will. Oh, happy Valentine's Day out there to you and yours. And
shouldn't be.
We will see you next time.
The New Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.